Cash Me Outside is dragging the Kardashians.
The internet's obsessed with oddly satisfying slime.
And Donald Trump changed transgender bathroom laws, causing a lot of commotion.
All that on today's episode of Completely Weekly.
What's up, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Completely Weekly. I'm here with all of my friends, Sinead, Jackie, and Drew.
Hey.
We have a huge show for you guys, and you can jump ahead at any time you'd like using the description section below.
Yeah, you guys, later we're going to be talking about Oscar predictions.
And then we're talking about Mariah Carey saying that she can't survive in the real world.
Wait, but that's not all. Later on, we're going to be playing with some slime.
And then we're doing Good Week, Bad Week, where of course, well, spoiler alert, we're talking about Trump changing transgender bathroom laws.
But first, guys, we have to break down this Cash Me Outside. How about it? Now, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, which I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't know about her, because she's trending all over the internet. So this girl went on to Dr. Phil for bad behavior. Her mom was worried about her, so she brought her to Dr. Phil. She said something to the crowd saying, "Cash me outside," and it started trending. It turned into a meme, a music video, all this stuff. Anyway, so the girl blew up overnight and she's famous. But now she is going after the Kardashians. So she was out here in LA to shoot a video for YouTubers and go on Dr. Phil for the second time. And this is what she had to say about Kylie Jenner when the cruise show asked her about the Kardashians. She said, "I don't like her, like the way that she does ish. Like, it seems like she wants attention so bad. Little B would do anything," which is kind of funny, I think, or hypocritical, because she kind of does things for a whole lot of attention. But anyway, that's besides the point. Then she goes on to say, "How do you go from effing lips the size of a twig and a body that looks like an effing paperclip, and now you look like an hourglass?" So she went in on her. But she also went in on Kim, so TMZ caught her at the airport, and this is what she had to say about Miss Kim Kardashian.
Bitch, I'll whoop every Kardashian ass there is.
Are you worried they could blackball you from the entertainment
Who gonna
business?
blackball me from what?
Yeah. So I feel like now that everybody is just praising her bad behavior, she feels like she can pretty much do whatever she wants. I mean, I do feel like what she says, there's some truth behind it. But what do you guys think about this girl? I feel like America does this, right? We see train wrecks and we praise them and then we just make them famous.
She's like a professional bully, kind of. It's entertaining, but I don't like when she comes to the Kardashians. I thought it was entertaining when she was just like, "Cash me outside."
It's insane to me because she's 13 years old and she has had a life. The girl has had drugs found in her system. She's called the police on her mother, and there are countless events where she has done things that blow my mind. And on top of that, she speaks so eloquently in a dirty, raunchy way that I just cannot wrap my head around it. She's excelling so much in this level of fame that she has achieved that I just can't seem to wrap my head around what's going on.
It's kind of sad though. Like, what 13-year-old should have that much life experience? It's like a little depressing, right? Because when I was 13, like, I was watching SpongeBob and eating Cocoa Puffs for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's like, when I see her, you're right, she actually does speak very eloquently. Like, you can tell that she's been through some stuff. And then that just comes back to the fact that like her mom, like, I don't know her family situation, but like her mom is clearly not doing something that she needs to be doing.
I'm pretty sure her dad died or left, and her mom has had breast cancer twice.
Yeah, it's sad.
So I think this is her trying to cope with all of that, and that is why she was on Dr. Phil in the first place.
Got it.
When she went back, though, she made all kinds of comments about how she's the reason that he's successful, kind of like Oprah's the reason he's successful, and she just has such a mouth on her.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting to see that she's sustaining this because it was a meme and then she turned it into something bigger than that, and I wonder how long it will last.
I don't think it can last. I really don't. One, the girl, like you said, she's really mean. Like, she's a bully. Like, I don't think that kind of behavior can last a very long time. And also, you can't build a brand on being the most unlikable person ever. You have to have qualities. No, you have to.
can.
No, I feel like you have
can.
to have qualities of something else to balance it out. And right now, she's only 13 years old.
But Sinead, every story needs a villain.
Yeah, I'm
Every
saying
story needs a villain.
unfortunately we've seen now with like social media, YouTube and everything, the girl already has 3 million followers on Instagram, so people do like her.
Okay, but like that's so superficial in the grand scheme of things.
People are having her on YouTube, like she's selling
Well,
merchandise.
I guess the ticker or the teller will be what she does with this fame. So right now, she's
agree.
big talk and she's entertaining to listen to. She's a lot to look at.
Yeah.
So it's really whatever her next step may be is what's going to be the deciding factor of her fame. But back to Dr. Phil, she went on there to get help. But in all of this fame, I feel like it's probably hurting her. Do you think he hurt her or helped her?
I think when you saw her on the show the first time, there was a soft point where she started tearing up and she really felt it. But then when it blew up and people started fueling into her bad behavior, she is trying to make it into her brand. So I think it definitely did not help at all, unfortunately, because now she's like, oh, if I do this, this is the reaction I'm gonna get.
But do you guys think that's actually her, or is she playing a character? No. Like, I low-key think it's fake.
Now I think it might be exaggerated now, but
Yeah.
I definitely think that the first time around, that was her.
That was her.
And like, maybe her mom really has tried everything she could. Maybe they are at a loss. Like, they don't know what to do about this girl anymore.
If you just have this child that's just like crazy.
That's my
That you
worst
cannot
nightmare.
control.
That's my worst nightmare. Like, I don't know what I would do.
It's actually
Boarding
insane.
school.
It's scary.
Well, we could talk about her all day, but the Oscars are this Sunday, and we have our movie expert, Sinead De Vries.
That should be like,
Right. Sinead De Vries.
all right, well, slightly more entertaining than Danielle Bergoli is the Oscars this Sunday. So last year, the Oscars suffered like the lowest amount of viewership. Hashtag Oscars So White obviously had a huge effect on that, and I feel like it's still slightly affecting the numbers this year because you don't hear people talking about it all that much. But I really think that there's some really talented people that should be recognized this year, so let's get to it. So first up, Best Picture, I think without a doubt is gonna go to La La Land. Obviously Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, the movie about Hollywood. People say it's like a love letter to Hollywood. It is getting so much recognition and praise. It would be a shock if this one did not win. It's gotten all the awards so far. And then, speaking of La La Land, well, let's get back to that. Let's go to Best Actor first. So Best Actor, I think, is gonna go to Denzel Washington, which is awesome.
Yeah.
He could maybe lose to Casey Affleck, but I think he's gonna take the edge in this one. I really, really do. A lot of people are bringing up the fact that one of them has a SAG, one of them has a Golden Globe so far this year.
Right.
So it could go either way, but I definitely think it's gonna go to Denzel Washington. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. Back to La La Land, Emma Stone is gonna take Best Actress. Obviously, she did an amazing job in this movie. I kind of feel bad because Ryan Gosling, no one's really given him any awards.
He's pretty. He'll be okay.
He'll be all right.
He will be all right. But the biggest talk so far is La La Land because it's tied for the most nominations ever, like in the history of forever, which is crazy because I heard that a lot of people loved it, but I also heard that a lot of people said it was just okay. And the fact that it's up for like Best Costume Design against movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, it'll be really interesting to see how many of those nominations that they end up snagging. What do you guys think? Did you see it?
I didn't see La La Land, and I love musicals, so I think I'm gonna like it, but I've heard that it's also just like a Hollywood sensationalized movie where people are like, this is really great. There's like a lot of hype around it, so they're like, yeah, it's gonna win, but it's not really.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it was so hyped that if you saw it after the hype, it was kind of a downer because everyone is saying that this movie is so amazing and it's winning all of these awards, and it's just so out there that I feel like if you saw it afterwards, you kind of feel like you fell flat. However, the cinematography was good, the acting was good, the story was different, it was artistic, it was fun, and it was different. And I think that they're celebrating also the actors and the director of this film.
I agree.
Interesting.
I guess we'll have to see. It's not like it came out during a time where there were no other good movies.
Right.
Right.
There
There's
was
a lot of
Snatches by
great,
the Sea,
yeah.
Fences, Hidden Figures. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving along to Mariah Carey. You remember her infamous New Year's Eve performance.
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I missed that one.
She's speaking out about it again with Rolling Stones magazine, and she had a lot to say. So she said, it's just something where if I can't explain it to the entire world, then they're not going to understand it because it's not what they do. Just like I wouldn't understand somebody who had a desk job and how to do that. I couldn't. I literally am incapable of being in the real world and surviving. So she went on to say that even the dancer should have stopped dancing and helped her off the effing stage. She said, I'm sorry, it was a mess and I blame everyone and I blame myself for not leaving after rehearsal. So first thought after this is Adele at the Grammys. I was telling you guys earlier that when she did not like her performance, she stopped and then she restarted. And I feel like Mariah, having performed for so many years, that if she wasn't satisfied with this performance on live television, she could have done a couple of different things. She could have left the stage, or she could have stopped down and potentially started again, or stopped and gone a different way.
Okay, but wait. I know Mariah is extra, but I need to come to my girl's defense. With that situation, we can't compare because we weren't there on stage with Mariah. But with the quote, I think it could be taken out of context. We don't know if she was like kind of
the
kidding.
quote where she said she can't survive in the real
but
world?
hear me out.
But she can't, if we're being honest.
Can't. She's such a diva. She's like, and I don't think she's saying that she's better than anybody. I think she's just so accustomed to her lifestyle of being so extra that she can't go back to just being normal.
Right.
Yeah,
You
she's
know?
definitely detached from reality. And my thing is, why is she bringing this whole thing back up? I think she's just like digging a bigger hole
I
for
know, I was
herself.
like, it
It's like,
seems like
we
why-
forgot about it.
No.
Like, don't bring it back up. And
Yeah.
The longer it lasts, the more ratings her
You
television
know?
show gets, where
Mariah's world.
Mariah's World for sure, and that is the show that has confirmed to me that she could not exist in the real world.
Yeah,
The
there's
thing
no
that
way.
gets me though is like, if there's anything we did learn from Adele, look at the way that happened to Adele. One, she swore, right, in front of everyone, which she said to this, like, just the other day was mortifying, and she was so devastated that she handled it that way.
Right.
During someone's memorial tribute.
Right,
So,
right.
and people praised her for it. So what does that teach us? If you are just yourself and you are just a humble human being, we will accept all your mishaps, all your
True.
mistakes, all your flaws.
Mariah's not humble though. She's an exaggerated version of Drew, who does not want to be seen. No, I'm saying this because of your Instagram. You know that every time, like sometimes she'll look at me, she'll be like, no, hear me out, hear me out.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Sometimes you'll be like, why'd you post that picture? It's not as flattering. I'm like, because it's funny. And she's like, oh,
Of
no,
himself.
my brand. Yeah, but Drew, you'll be like, no, my brand isn't not glamorous. I'm always glam on my Instagram. So I'm saying Mariah Carey, home girl, is lounging all the time. If you see her reality show, that's not like a diss to you, Drew. I'm saying she's a very exaggerated version.
Caught me off.
Yes, it came out of nowhere.
I was like, wait a minute.
You're like,
Does it go really good or really bad?
She's not humble though. She is an exaggerated version of Drew.
No, in the sense of like the Instagram world where she's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Right.
Right.
And if you're
Okay.
watching her show, you see, like my favorite was Wendy Williams did a cut of her show where she's literally talking to camera, but she's never sitting. She's always lounging, and she has people carry her places.
She's
and
extra.
It's
I
like
get it.
this crazy, unrealistic version of life that she lives in. And I feel like a lot of other celebrities are the same. I don't know if anybody else that is of her statue could also cut it in the real world.
Right.
I don't take offense. I love Mariah. I can admit that I am extra. I can function in the real world. Okay? But
Give her 10 years. Give her 10 years.
But I think the way
Maybe.
she said about the dancers, I think she thinks that the world does revolve
Revolve
around
around
her.
her.
She's like,
Yeah.
the dancer should have came and helped me out. It's like,
No, that's not why they got hired. They got hired for their
To
own
keep
job
going.
too.
The show must
and
go
like
on.
that's like the number one rule in show business. If you mess up, you keep
going.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing
She knew that.
I'm going to give celebrities that may not be able to function in the real world. they created that for themselves.
Right.
So congratulations. Like,
Yeah.
if she can live in a world where she doesn't have to exist in the real world,
Yeah.
more power to you,
Right.
Mariah. Like,
Yeah.
I think that is amazing. And if I could function at the level you function, girl, I'd be living.
Yeah, and also,
would you?
What do you mean?
All I Want for
Have
Christmas
somebody-
Is You is the best song ever.
It
So,
is.
Literally
Listen to it this
ever.
the best. So I honestly almost forgive her for everything.
I forgive you,
I
Mariah.
definitely forgive her for everything. Jackie, any final thoughts? Because you're heated over here.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you were like, oh, I want to live like her, but do you want to
I'm
live
not saying I
like
want
her?
to live like her. I'm saying that.
Let's just end on the song. Yeah, I'm like, never mind.
Anyways, we've got to talk about slime because it's taking over the internet. And I know you might be saying, yo, Ryland, this was popular 2 years ago, but it is back.
What?
It's
I didn't know
making
that
a
either.
comeback. Yeah, look at the picture right here.
What?
It is so satisfying, and YouTube channels are solely making content dedicated to slime, which I love nothing more. So I thought that we should take a try at making our own DIY slime.
I'm
So
excited.
Like Nickelodeon days. Remember when they had the slime show?
Oh, so good. And it's really a stress reliever when you have it in your hands.
Yeah.
It just
Like,
releases
squish
all that
it.
stress.
All right, so Drew,
Ripping
can you
it.
go reach those for us, please?
I didn't know we were
I've
gonna
never
have
made
craft day
slime,
Clevver
though.
today.
Oh yeah, DIY craft.
Clevver
Day.
crafts. This is
exciting.
really exciting.
Wait, but how
We
long
need
does
the
it
tie.
take?
It doesn't take very long.
No?
No.
We need the tide.
And there's multiple different ways that you can actually make slime. We definitely need the Tide. Everyone grab your
I
own bowl.
love the smell
This is
of
the
Tide.
best. Did you guys used to put glue all over
On
your
your
hand and let it
hands?
dry?
Yeah, and then you peel it off.
Oh
Yes,
my
so
God.
satisfying.
All right,
guys-
so there's actually multiple different ways to make slime.
Okay.
One of the most popular is borax, but I can't figure out the method because you have to have exact measurements, and I'm not
borax?
about having exact measurements. It's like a laundry detergent aid. Another way is liquid starch, but most of them involve glue. So let's take our glue and empty it into your...
Excited about this.
I feel like I'm in elementary
Arts and
school again.
crafts, yeah.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
take it off? Take it
Oh,
off.
girl, take it off.
Wow, this is so satisfying.
Getting to know each
Yes.
other quickly.
This is
Glue.
already satisfying.
Oh my God,
No, but if you've been on YouTube recently, which it seems like none of you have yet come across the slime trend.
What's
YouTube?
People make like such realistic looking food out of slime, and they create these
Like they mold it?
masterpiece slime food concoctions, and then after they do that, they pull them apart. So it's so
I really want to put
funny.
this on my hand.
No, don't put it on your hand yet, Jackie.
Wiggle
We're
it.
getting there soon, all right?
This is so interesting.
I'm gonna add just a touch of
You guys,
water.
this is really bad for my OCD because like it's gonna really upset me. Like I'll be thinking about it tonight that I didn't get all the glue out.
Look at it.
So you stir it just a little bit. Let's get it
coming.
going.
Wait, what are you stirring yours
Oh,
with?
he put water in
I
his.
just put a
Wait, you put
tiny.
water?
I put a tiny touch of water. You technically
Can I
don't
put-
have to put
can I
any
put
water.
Tide in mine?
Well, yeah, but so the thing about it is because it's science, you have to add it very slowly. So you add small amounts of liquid detergent. You can use whatever kind you want. And then you gotta stir it.
When I go to
my
Target, I
gosh.
just go into the laundry aisle and just like whiff dryers.
Okay, whoa, Drew. You gotta add small amounts at a time.
That's
Small
Did you
amount.
forget?
My
Go
hands.
big or go home. That's small.
There should be paper towels in here, but I
Wait,
don't know
so
if we
the
finished it.
science is happening. The laundry detergent is activating with the glue.
Okay, whoa, we're stir!
Stir.
You might have done it too fast. So
it smells so
add just a
good.
small
Oh,
amount.
So good.
Stir and then
Oh,
you keep
I
going.
see what you're saying. It's
God.
making it
See,
slimy.
you might have added too much to begin
Oh
with.
no! Oh, it's making it real chunky. Oh, okay.
If none of our slime is successful, this is going to be
Wait, I think I
very-
made slime
You need to be
faster by putting
optimistic,
more.
okay?
Because it's making it really thick.
Dude, mine kind of looks like cotton candy. Like I
like
kind of
the
want to
noise
eat
it's
it.
Kind of like the egg.
I hate that noise.
I like the noise.
I don't think you have enough, Drew.
It smells good. I think I do. Do I not have enough?
This is it. This is all.
No,
that's-
Drew's is actually working the best out of all of
What are you
ours.
talking about? How
Oh, Sinead's is working too.
Oh, faster. Okay.
Jackie and I.
It's getting kind of hard to.
Do I need to add more glue?
I think you should add a little more, Drew.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it for me. I
Wait,
was
so
like,
Oh wait, y'all's looks like slime.
But how
Here.
do I? I'm not gonna be able to mix it in
Okay,
anymore.
so once yours, let's see if yours is getting to the consistency, but it needs some more
I don't think
detergent.
mine
It needs a
is.
little
I think
bit
it's
more?
kinda sabotage.
I did too fast.
Because it will become unsticky once you.
I see. It's okay, Jackie.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just not too much or you'll ruin
Ryland,
it.
you messed mine up. Mine looks good before.
No,
Now
yours
no,
looks like
go
slime.
stir
Yours
hard
looks
again.
gross.
It's like
mine doesn't look the way it did. Ryland messed it up.
No, true. You'll be fine.
You cheated.
Okay, so as you can see, if we can zoom in on my hand, please.
Oh man, mine looks
We're making
amazing.
the consistency.
oh, fun. Wait, mine doesn't look like
Mine doesn't look like
that.
Mine did look like that until
No,
Ryland.
Drew, keep stirring. Oh my gosh. Such a baby, Drew is. She's crying about me
Yours
helping
looks
her
good.
slime.
Can I have yours?
So once it's
No.
not sticky, reach in, Sinead, and see if
yours
it's
is
sticky.
Mine seems like
So
wow.
no, so it's not sticking. So now go, get it with your hands and start
Jackie,
molding it
this is-
together.
Ooh, look,
Wait, y'all
this
are
looks
so
good.
Okay, but is it
good.
too wet though?
No, you're fine.
Wait,
Mine-
it looks
So
good.
start
It looks better
start
now.
Looks like-
plowing. What would you call it?
But
Flowers.
mine's not sticking together like yours is.
Keep doing that. Keep doing
Okay.
that.
Oh.
Okay, yours is still sticky, Drew. You need more detergent.
Wait, but mine looks like the
It's fine. Stir
sad
harder.
This is like that thing from Spider-Man.
No,
where you
Jackie,
get
yours
the-
is
Yours is good. Yeah, just stir harder. Is it still sticky?
If yours is
Good.
sticking to
Yeah,
your-
you need more
I can't
detergent.
get out.
You guys might have to stir better.
stir board. My mom
Yeah,
taught
Drew,
me
no,
how
I
to
told
do
you
this.
that
I'm
you're supposed to
disappointing
touch
her.
once, and then if it's not ready
I
yet,
think
you
it
go
needs
big
to,
or
like,
go home,
I think it
Ryland.
needs to
No,
be stirred
something's
more.
different about yours.
Okay, then
A
stir
little,
yours more.
little bit.
See, like mine's still sticky a little
Yours
bit.
is like perfect.
Well, yeah,
You
so
sabotage.
my slime is complete, but now it's just working. No, Sinead, yours is getting there. Now
Yeah?
start going like this.
But mine's
I need to
Is
like get
mine
the
done?
air out of it.
true.
It looks like an artery.
No, yours is working.
This is
Keep
really
stirring.
cool.
Oh, this
though.
is good.
Let's see if
Honestly.
yours. Oh yeah, Jackie, you can start playing with it.
Yeah.
Who just came up with
Okay,
the
so
idea?
start.
I don't like
start, start playing with it, Jackie.
don't know.
No, you gotta go like this to get it ready to play with. You guys, your process is not finished, all
Oh, I
right?
think
we
it's
don't
ready.
listen to
I think it's ready. I
directions.
think
That's
it's
the
ready.
problem.
Oh.
Dude, we look like the happiest children on the face of the earth right now.
Okay, let's get some close-up shots of these slimes.
So good.
Ugh.
Wait, how come yours stretches like
Gosh,
that?
yeah,
Because they do. They
this
fall.
is how I got mine like that.
So,
Just smack
and
it.
then there's like, you can make the
Smack it.
Instagram aesthetic slimes that people make.
Fun.
Hold on. True. No.
Oop, she said smack it.
That really worked for
Look
me.
at mine's not. Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, keep
Oh.
going, keep going, keep going.
This is great.
This is nice.
Wait, mine doesn't stretch like yours does.
Mine doesn't stretch.
It will keep
Oh,
playing.
I see, I see.
But my question is, who was like, let's put glue and tie together, and that's gonna make
Well, there's
sense.
actually lots of different ways to make it, Jack Queen.
How come
Oh,
it's
is
not all over your guys' hands?
Because ours isn't sticky, but keep going. It's fine.
This is the best day of my life.
Because,
Ooh, Ryland, yours is so pretty.
well, I know I'm teaching you
Looks
how to
like
make
taffy.
Instagram aesthetic slime.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
This is for the
Instagram aesthetic.
Instagram.
This
Oh,
is like,
So see how it kind of looks like frozen yogurt, and then you
Oh.
go like this.
that looks like a duty.
Can I get a close up?
looks like a dude.
Wait, so you just have to like pull it and stuff.
Yeah, so now you have slime. We've successfully made slime.
That was an accident, okay?
I want glitter in my slime.
I don't have glitter, but you can add it at any time you want. So
Okay.
you put it in
That
here, and then
happened
you
all
fold
on
it
its
together.
own.
You know what? This would be really
Your
good,
hands are still now gooey. Get it off. Go like this. and get it
guys.
off.
For lint, this totally takes lint
Okay.
off of your pants.
But it depends on the type of fabric. Oh yeah,
No,
Sinead.
look!
So keep doing that, and then once you have a lot of different things, you can start swirling it.
Ooh.
I'm just saying
And
this
make it into a duty.
Takes the lint
And then
off.
you make it into a duty, and that's like an Instagrammable slime. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
this is so pretty.
Or it makes for a really great lint roller. If you could see, it took off all
I'm trying
my
to get it
lint.
off my hand.
This is so weird. I like honestly though, who came up
Isn't
with
the
it?
consistency the best? Well, now you can see why it's so popular. And then if you start YouTubing it, you'll see all of these different people that have made crazy kinds of concoctions.
Of course.
Oh wow, that's really pretty actually.
It's the
Watch out.
prettiest turd I've ever seen.
It looks like taffy.
Looks
like
like
when
a
it's
turd.
being made.
Girl,
You know?
shake that laffy tail.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
it does.
While
Yeah.
we're playing with our slime, let's go into good week, bad week.
That's
Triple
me.
Brew.
Okay, so you guys, good week, bad week. Someone who's having a good week, or it, I should say, is Instagram. They have new features. So if you guys have noticed, if you updated, you can post more than one picture.
Yeah.
You can also post videos, and you just all you have to do is scroll
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
It's
so we
so
have
weird.
a photo actually of you, because you did it the other day. I think
I
you
did
were
with
with
Emil.
Emil. So when it has the swipe over feature, it will give you the little more photo icon, and then you can post up to 10 different photos.
crazy?
What I feel like about this is that it has the relaxed vibe of
Yeah.
Snapchat
Yeah.
or Instagram stories, but the difference is it lives forever. It doesn't delete.
That's
so
true.
I feel like that's really cool, and I feel like Instagram stories have come such a long way
Yeah.
that they might take out Snapchat coming up soon if they can figure out filters.
Yeah.
The filter's the only thing that's keeping me at Snapchat.
Right.
Yeah.
I literally do not use Snapchat anymore.
I don't
I
either.
know, it's sad.
And I
It's really
also
sad.
like the Instagram stories has 15 seconds opposed
Yeah.
to Snapchat's 10.
And also,
Yeah.
like, the majority of my followers are on Instagram. So
Right.
it's like, the view counts are so different.
Yeah.
How
Most
they're-
people
yeah.
are giving up Snapchat.
They're being so innovative as well, which is insane to me. I love the idea of being able to post multiple photos. Like
Yeah.
someone like Drew, per se, that literally takes 20 minutes to decide between two photos.
know
Now
what
you can
you
just
mean.
post both
Yeah.
and be great. But can you
Yeah.
decide which one's the cover photo?
Yeah. And also, you can, whatever edits you make can apply to both photos.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool.
Oh,
Because
wait.
it's probably in the same lighting around the same
Right,
time.
right.
that you're
Oh, so you
posting
just
two.
do an edit for the first one and it applies to all the.
You can select whether you want it to apply to either just one and do them individually, or you can do it all at the same
I
time.
kind of like that because sometimes I don't, like, I take, like, award show nights, right? You take a
Right.
picture of a dress and you're like, ugh, like, I need to show the back of this dress or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, instead of posting picture after picture after picture, because I actually really hate that.
Yeah.
It's really gonna help with.
Yeah, you can do
It's
tap
true.
credits,
Convenient.
and it's also convenient for celebrities and brand deals. They could ask for more money
yeah.
and show off their style in a better
Oh,
way without
man, I
clogging
didn't
your
think
feed.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can be able to post a front shot, a back shot, a jewelry shot, a shoe shot, and be able to tag all of these people.
Oh, I love that.
Rather than clogging your whole feed with 30 photos of your fashion.
Totally.
Of the
And
night.
video.
Yeah. Oh,
Videos
it's
are
so
in it too.
beautiful.
That's actually great because your Instagram will look less like a catalog
Right,
too.
Yeah.
right, and with different outfits.
All right, we
Okay.
got to move on to Bad Week. As much as we love the
Unfortunately,
good.
I like the good. Okay, so Bad Week, we've all heard of the hashtag Save Transgender Kids. So last year in May, the Departments of Education and Justice issued a guidance that directed public schools to allow transgender students to choose the bathroom that corresponded with their gender identity. And so it was wasn't made a federal law yet, but like
It was a
Obama
bill that was
in the
put
process.
into to be acted upon.
Correct. So Trump decided to instead put it up to the states to decide whether or not that should be a law. What happened?
Oh,
Why?
No, salvage it. Come on.
Salvage it. So, thank you. Thank you,
Come on.
kind sir.
All right. Although this is a serious
Very
subject, we do
serious.
have slime in our hands, but we do feel very seriously about
Very
this.
serious, yeah. So now it's up to the states to decide whether or not there should be a law that protects kids to go in what bathroom they want.
Yeah. So Trump basically disabled the bill.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's my piece on this, okay? So Republicans believe that most of these smaller issues, and I say that with all due respect, should be decided by the states. That is a Republican belief. So we
That is in
shouldn't have.
their defense of why
Right.
he's.
So this is what Drew and I were talking about this the other day. So we shouldn't be surprised that Trump did something like this because as a Republican president, it is assumed that an issue that is, although very important and strong to us, is unfortunately not as big to them. And whatever, okay? We could talk about this all day, but I see why he did that. The only sucky thing about this, and it's really sucky for him, is because he's already created such a image for himself that is not the greatest so far, that even doing something that is authentically Republican and with all sincerity as a Republican president is going to be viewed as the worst possible thing he could have done because he's already done so many horrible things.
I disagree with seeing why he did this because I feel like that then puts transgender kids below Americans.
Yeah.
Because say Americans are protected under law, this is now giving a license for kids and schools to bully transgender kids. It's saying, hey, you're an American, but you're less than American because you don't have the same rights. Per se.
I would agree with that if he had if there was already a law and then he made it like illegal or something. But it's not like he reversed anything. But I totally
He
get what you're
stopped it
saying.
from being able to happen, and in that, it takes states a lot longer to come to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Rather than just having a national bill.
Especially, and I do understand, especially since it was already there. Like, why even touch it at
Why
that point?
touch it?
Yeah.
It seems like an attack almost
Yeah.
on the transgender community.
I guess
which
I like to play devil's advocate because I understand that there's a lot of people that disagree with us. So it's like I try to understand where that thinking comes from. But at the same time, it is really hard because I just think of the age of the kids affected. You know, it's like, this was hopefully to protect young children.
Well, children in school should feel as though that's their safe place.
Right.
And Laverne Cox made a really good point. She was saying that like you need to be able to go to the bathroom wherever you are, else you can't function. Like when you go to work, you need to be able to use the bathroom. When you go to school, so it kind of bars people who are transgender from feeling comfortable in places that they should be able to like function.
Right.
You know.
And they were
without thinking
saying,
about it.
and by they I mean the Republican Party or whoever decided to not proceed with this bill, we're saying that it's also because they don't want men or women going in disguise into the other gender's bathroom to be per se a predator.
But that could happen to anybody. That could happen, you know.
I just feel like let them live. I also haven't been in a situation where I'm around a transgender coworker that is using an opposite bathroom in the middle of transitioning, but I don't feel like it should necessarily matter. I feel like you should be able to go in, get your business done, and leave.
Right.
Yeah.
And if that's where you feel comfortable being, I just don't see the purpose in taking that right away from somebody.
And if it makes you uncomfortable to share a bathroom with a transgender person,
you need to review your own
like
agenda.
Evaluate things.
that's your own insecurity and weird, skewed view of the world.
Right.
I really don't like when people use the argument that like, oh, someone could dress up as this person and molest somebody, because it's like that's like generalizing anyone.
Yeah, that could
You know
happen
what I mean?
regardless.
And they
with or without a bill.
And they tried to say the same thing with the Muslim ban. They're like, oh, if this person commits a crime, that means we have to bar everyone out so it doesn't happen again. It's like, no.
I just
calm
hate
down.
that it sends a message that transgender people are less than the average citizen.
I see what you're saying.
But 76% of trans students are reportedly bullied, and over 50% try to commit suicide.
God, that's
So I
sad.
think this is such a huge step back in a bill that was going to help change potentially a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. You know what? I know a lot of our viewers are super young, and if there's anything that I have regrets on when I look back in life is not paying attention to the students that were around me, like in school, because when you're in elementary school, middle school, you're just starting high school, that's like the worst part of, everyone complains about high school and college, but everyone knows now that middle school and the beginning of high school is the time that kids feel the most alienated, because you're going through a lot of changes in your own bodies and things just feel weird and your emotions are crazy. So if you are a type of person who just goes to school every day and doesn't pay attention to the other students around you, just like open your eyes and like be aware that people have a lot of feelings that they don't necessarily show. It's my biggest regret to this day, because I know that there were some kids that I could have helped and I didn't. So learn from me in that way, and just like remember that a smile goes a really long way.
All right, you guys. Well, that wraps up our show for the day. I do want to hear what you're thinking, especially on this transgender bathroom law that was, well, taken out of effect, as well as everything else we talked about on the show. Let us know if you've made slime before or if you're going to make slime now. I recommend the laundry detergent
It smells delicious.
way, because not only does it
good,
smell
you
good,
guys.
but it's easier than a lot of the other ones. Liquid starch is also easy. The borax was very hard for me. I tried and failed at least 5 times. You guys, thanks for watching our show. We'll be back next Saturday.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
But wait, click over to the left to find out if 5H is really upset over a fake Camila Cabello on last week's episode, or click to the right to see The Weeknd slamming Justin Bieber's sex skills on Rumor Patrol.